twist or turn. You don't know what you deserve. Let's talk hair. I got what you deserve. Let's talk hair. Let's talk hair. Talk hair to me. Talk hair to me. Talk hair. Let's talk hair. Talk hair to me. Talk hair to me. Let's talk hair.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Let's Talk Hair. This is Talk Hair to Me. What's wrong with me? This is Talk Hair to Me. I'm your host, Angela H. Brown, and I have my co-host with me. I promised you I would bring them aboard every freaking month at the end of the month. So you all should have set your calendars and let everyone know that we're not just talking about, hair or whatever. We're giving you the nuggets and the information that will take you to the next level. Okay, I am excited to bring aboard my wonderful team. They're rocking with me, and this is none other than Terrell Patterson, the owner of Ebony Expressions.
Hey,
Terrell,
everybody.
Yes, come on, Terrell. She is a wonderful person. All right, y'all clapping for. I'm so glad. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, it's getting louder. Oh, Terrell. Terrell. The honor of Ebony Expressions. They clapping for you, Terrell. I'm so excited.
Yes.
And honey, we have Theodore Chisom. He is here. He is just doing his thing. He is the owner of Beverly's Beauty Salon and Barbershop in Nashville, Tennessee, and he's also the owner of TC Distributor. And y'all welcome him. Welcome Theodore Chisom. Yes.
Give me some hand claps. Yes, thank you.
Y'all clapping. Oh my God, I can't take it. Oh, y'all bringing it. Oh. Thank you for embracing him. So it is so wonderful that we have all these people that are so excited, So we have my beautiful sister, Yolanda Rocket. She says, "Hi, beautiful sister." She in the other room, y'all. She said, "Hello." She in the room. We're excited. Happy Sunday, y'all. Come on, team. We're gonna welcome them. Happy Sunday to everybody.
Welcome to our room.
Welcome.
Yes. So we have a great topic, but first we're going to get Terrell. Terrell just had an event. Can you kind of tell us a little bit about your event that you just had?
Yes, we Ebony Expressions went to Arkansas State University to welcome our students back. I set up a table there with my dessert products and gave out a free wash and go. Actually, the winner of that was Tawana Wells. Just in case you missed it on Thursday night, but we gave out a free wash and go, a few samples, got lots of talking with everyone. It was really a great event. I really enjoyed meeting all the young adults that came into Arkansas State. I hope to see you guys soon.
All right, cool beans. Teddy, anything new going on? I know you're always doing something, so I can't keep up with you all the time because you just keep it moving. So what's going on with you?
Well, every day is a new day. I love just, we have a lot going on every day. We wake up, we have so much to do. But in September, we will be at an event that we'll be having at one of our local churches, and we'll be out there with our Deserve product and our banners, letting you know how amazing this product is and how we use it, what we use. I will be there. Some of my other stylists will be there with me, and it will be more detail on Facebook and on Instagram where you'll be able to know about the date, where it's going to be, and also what we will have at this event. So I look forward to seeing y'all, people in good old Nashville, Tennessee, the Music City. We look forward to seeing you, and we'll give you more information to come.
All right. So um I'm just glad that you all are on this uh platform with me. So y'all, once again, before we get started, I'm Angela Brown. I'm your host. This is Talk Hair to Me. And we're bringing you all the tea of a lifetime. We say all the time, we do not judge. This topic is how to stop hair loss before it starts. We want to bring you the information that you deserve. And so we're going to kick it off with Teddy. So he's got some information for us that we want to get to you guys before you start experiencing hair loss. Now, we want you to engage with us because we don't necessarily know you, but you don't have to have hair loss. If you take this information, you can just take your hair to the next level if you're willing to just listen and take notes. How many of you out there? Let me know that you're out there. And how many of you out there are having experiencing any hair loss or anything like that? So let's talk about that. And if you are, Candace Adams says, hello, Deserve Dream Team. Hi, how are you doing,
Hey,
Candace?
Candace.
And congratulations on your lemonade sale that your beautiful daughter was doing. So that's exciting. So we're Tasha Hughes, and Diane Towns, they're watching. So we appreciate you all for watching the show. So Teddy, take us away with how they can stop this hair loss before it starts. We can't hear you, Teddy. Take it off mute. You're on mute.
I don't know how I keep messing up. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we can
I'm
hear
Yes.
back
you.
with you. I'm back with y'all. All right, all
Mhm.
right. So what I was talking about, y'all, we're talking about hair loss and alopecia. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
It's
I'm
kind of
trying
going
to.
in
Are
and
y'all
out.
with me?
Yeah, we with you. It was going in and out. Are you with us? Yeah, are you with
All
us?
right. Is this
Yeah.
better?
Yeah, that's better.
I am. I can hear you now, Angela. Difficulties is causing problems today. We're gonna. Can you hear me better now? Are we with? Are y'all with me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of muffled a little bit. If you want to, Terrell can go in first if you want to kind of get that technical together. But it's we kind of hearing. Hello? Terrell, go ahead and we're gonna pitch you first, and then come in if Teddy he's freezing up. So let's talk about hair loss before it starts.
Yes. So I hair loss is huge now. There's so many people that are really like having trouble with it. A lot of young adults. It's really sad that some of our young ladies, as early as 20, 21, I've seen a lot of college student age ladies who are experiencing hair loss. And it is really concerning for me as a stylist because so many there's so many cases of alopecia and it's caused from traction a lot of times. So our traction alopecia is probably, I would guess, to be the maybe the largest hair loss for our young adults. Maybe other than that, could be a few other things that would be causing it. But I think traction for the clients that I see is the biggest problem because they love their braids, they love their sew-ins and their wigs, and it's literally the wigs are smothering our hair out because you're not getting any air to it. There's no oxygen reaching to the hair, so they wear them day in, day out without any rest, and so it's causing a major problem. The braids are being braided too tight, but I think the most important thing is to, when you see it happening to you, when you see it present, to take action at that
Mhm.
moment. I think that that's a big thing to do. Like one of the most important things to do is when you see, the hair loss occurring because of these things, is to take action. Stop wearing them or don't wear them as often. Take breaks. So that's the biggest thing to me that I see with alopecia and hair loss in young adults.
Mhm. Yes. I think also when I agree 180,000% of that, but also I think you should be mindful of who's actually putting the braids in your hair, because some people who braid, they add too much tension, or who sews, they are, and sometimes the clients are saying, I want it real tight as you can get it to hold. I want it to last longer. You want them to actually get their money's worth, but do not compromise your clients, the integrity of the hair, while you're trying to please them. We don't need any of that going on. Darlene Ray says, hi, I am in. I am glad you in, Darlene. Stay in and welcome. Teddy, what do you think about the first signs?
Okay. What I was gonna say earlier, and I'm sorry about about my difficulties with my technical situation, but we have certain things like hereditary, hormonal things that's causing hair loss. Also, like I have one of my clients who she had her first child, and when she was taking the prenatal vitamins, she was hair was growing well. And then when she had the baby, she had a C-section and she had an epidural, and it caused a lot of damage and hair loss to her hair. She had another baby maybe 2 years later, and it's almost to the point now to where the hair doesn't seem like it want to grow fully in certain spots. So I know hormonal situations can cause a lot of situations. Just hereditary could cause, alopecia or cause hair loss. So we have to understand there's different things, that I've dealt with over my 30 years in the industry. This, I see this causing hair loss. Also, I've been talking to a lot of my clients about what they're putting in their body as far as water, as far as the vegetables. That's something that I deal with on a day-to-day basis because I'm a diabetic. We have to understand what we're putting in our body can also cause us to have hair loss. So what Terrell was just hitting on, I'm very sensitive to that situation because braiding has been one of the biggest hair loss situations I've seen in my career. Also, tight braiding, knowing when to take them out. I ask my clients all the time, if you put a piece of dirt on your face and cover that piece of dirt up with a piece of tape or a piece of something, after 2 months or after 3 months, take that off and you probably will have a bruise or something else serious going on where you place that piece of dirt onto your face or in part of your skin. So that's the same thing with hair. Hair is alive. It needs to breathe. It needs to have oxygen. It needs to have the sunshine, and keeping it covered for over 2 to 3 months. Then you take it out. You have so many hairs that need to shed on a regular basis that automatically comes out. And also that's attached to you having all the other hair that's being cut off from the sun circulation, from the nutrients that it needs from outside, that also can cause you to have a lot of hair loss. So braiding, wigs, that's been one of the biggest areas I've seen hair loss in a lot of my clientele.
Amen. So, I mean,
Yes, definitely.
Terrell, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I definitely agree with Teddy. One of the things with the hormone, I can remember early in my career before I knew about hormone with having babies, like when women have babies, and how the hair sheds tremendously after the baby gets here. Usually about, I don't know, I had a lady who probably about 6 to 8 months after the baby came, she came in and she's like, my hair is just falling out, and she had a tremendous amount of hair growth um, during the time when she was pregnant. But after the baby was about 6, maybe 8 months old, her hair fell out, and I was really concerned that, I'm like, I haven't done anything different. I haven't did anything different. And so, of course, being a hairstylist who cares about my client, I ran and looked up, hair loss during pregnancy or after pregnancy, and found out that it's a hormone change. That a lot of times we I forget the name of the hormone, but it is increased during pregnancy time, and so you get a lot of hair growth during that time. And then when your hormones start to change after the baby is born, a lot of times it loses around the edges. Um, Sometimes in different areas of the hair, they'll lose hair, and it's pretty devastating to the mother, first of all, because she just had a baby, and that time is already stressful. So you add stress on it too, and then those hormone changes. It's just important when you see it, or as a hairstylist, if you see it happening, it's important to go ahead and say, "Hey, you know what? I've noticed that your hair is starting to fall out." Maybe go ahead and say something to the client so that they don't miss it. Sometimes they've got so much going on, they miss it. So I try to really make sure that I make them aware of it. A good practice to do, though, is to continue taking your prenatal vitamins. It gives you some extra nutrients that you're missing.
Mhm. All right. Hi,
Can I
Mo.
can I can I jump in?
Mhm.
And can I
Yeah,
say something real quick? Terrell just said something about stress too, and that's something else that I've been realizing now that we're going through this COVID. COVID-19 is on the rise. What's going on over the world, and just people losing jobs, a lot of different things. Stress. That's another thing that we have to, talk to your clients about and understand. When they do come to see you or come to your salon, you want to invite them into a atmosphere that they're going to be soothed, they're going to be well nourished in their the way they feel, the product that you use. I mean, you want when they come to your salon, they feel overwhelmed with peace. They feel overwhelmed, knowing that you're using a product that's gonna really, really take care of the situation. Because I've noticed stress has been another thing that has been causing a lot of hair loss lately. Like I say, I don't do a lot of weaves, braids. I have a lot of my stylists, they do, and we discuss different, techniques and what's going on. That stress can be a big issue and a lot of hair loss too. I want to just piggyback off of you what you said too, Terrell.
yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Okay. I'm enjoying this now. I want to stress is people don't realize this, y'all, but stress is the number one killer. Um a whole lot of stuff. So also one thing that I noticed is I think Terrell you was talking about the traction alopecia and all that. Also, that's that pulling and tugging. Also smothering the hair, you
Hmm.
know, when you're constantly hiding your hair and you're smothering and the hair has to breathe. So anybody want to jump on smothering and hiding and not giving the hair the moisture it needs?
Yeah, definitely. I had a young lady who said, I want to see how long my hair can grow, so I'm not going to shampoo it for 4 months, and I'm just going to wear my wig the entire time. Well, that's a really bad idea. And I told her, well, I told her it was an awful idea because you're going to smother out your strands. You're not getting any oxygen to it. We have to cleanse our hair. You
Mhm.
have to wash, shampoo, the professional word, your hair. You cannot leave it smothered down
Mhm.
underneath the wig without any moisture, without any conditioner, without um, keeping it clean, keeping your follicle clean, keeping your scalp clean. You cannot just smother it out by doing that. But most people think you can. They think that the dirtier the hair is, the better it grows. That's what we were taught years ago, and that
Yes,
is untrue. Untrue.
yes. That is. I'm enjoying this. Y'all clap if y'all like this. Just let me know if you like. Okay. Thank you guys for clapping. We have a live audience. So I want to dive in, and also so we talking about smothering the first signs. Okay, so let's talk about what to do. What to do when you first now we know our hair is shady. Now this is something when my hair starts to thin out a little bit, and I've been doing that stress, got a little stress going on. I do this, you guys. I go in there straight to my scalp. Sometimes the top of your head can fool you because it's just full of that porosity and you got the volume. But sometimes the root is that those follicles are thinner, so it's like thinner at the follicle area. So what I do is I test out my hair, like see if it's full here. I go through here, and if I feel like my finger is doing more so this than this, you know, and it's kind of got a little room, then honey, I don't know what that stuff is. I grab that elixir, I start treating my hair, and I start pouring a little bit, like a little more love into it. As stylists, when we've been working on clients, we tired, we want to hurry up and get ourselves out the way so we can go home, get something to eat, and be with our families. So but sometimes we gotta stop and put some love into our hair. I guess Teddy, for you, your beard, so but yes, let's talk about what to do. So come on, and y'all dive right on into that area. What to do.
Okay, I
Teddy?
want to jump in
Teddy, I'm
right
gonna let
there.
you go.
Yes, yes, I'm ready. All right. So one of the first things I got to put this out for all the professional stylists here. You need to go to someone that's professional if you're having hair loss issues or just to take care of your main period. I truly believe because I can say this because like I said, I've been doing this for so long. The ladies that been with me over periods of time, they've seen hair growth go. Their hair has been nice, beautiful. It grew well, and I've had a couple of customers that had loss, hair loss. But the majority of my customers know that by coming to me, I take care of the hair. One thing that I tell them all the time is make sure you're gentle with your hair at all times. A lot of women, and I watch them, I watch my wife do this, they're rough when they're combing their hair. I don't have none, but when I do touch it, it makes me be more into how careful or how gentle I am when I shampoo. I don't go in and have just be pulling on the hair. I gently brush it. If they come in with a roller seal, or they come in with a two-strand twisting thing, I comb their hair out, and I make sure that it's detangled before I put them under the sink to wash them. Because if you shampoo them with their hair tangled up, you're gonna get more loss because you're not taking out the time to detangle that hair. Hair has to always be detangled before you go to the shampoo bowl because water and detangling will cause a disaster. So, it's certain techniques that I've learned over my time and that I try to teach. Even when you're blow drying or air forming the hair out, you want to do it in sections. You don't want to take all the hair and just start going in and blowing. And you want to take sections at a time. And then after you go to the next section, marry that section with the other section that you parted off. That will give you smooth transition and you won't be pulling the hair out as you're treating the hair. That's something for you at home. Make sure you have good tools. And like I say, be gentle when you're combing your hair. Also, we have to understand age, and as you get older, you're gonna go through some thinning. You're gonna go through certain situations as you get older. So that's why I said you have to treat your hair with love. That's one of my number one tips and keys, and making sure you're using a professional product called Deserve Professional Hair Care Products. I had to plug that in there. Y'all. I had to
Yes,
put that in
Yes,
there.
yes,
yes,
yes, yes.
yes. Yeah. So,
Definitely.
any
Product
Terrell,
definitely
any
makes a
take?
difference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm very interested myself in what I'm hearing because um um I don't know if I can say this, but I know it's coming. Terrell has a product that is coming out, and we'll let you know about all those details. But however, you got to get Teddy a sample, okay? But however, I have a client that actually her hair she was like, oh, it's hurting for you to comb it. And she kept saying that. And I was like, is she just saying this or what's she been a baby or what? And then I was like, snap, let's get this product, So I started putting Terrell's uh product on there, and then I noticed, that her hair just started detangling. And so you need moisture. So the gist to her product is moisture, 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 moisture. And it just kept giving her a drop. And oh, she was so proud. So she went home and got her little face, and she uh, she was like, and that detangling, because sometimes if we're just trying to detangle with water or maybe a conditioner that has very little moisture but have more perfumes in it, then the hair shaft, the hair strands are still being more of a tug. So if you have more of a tug, it has zero moisture, and so it's going to rip. So, and it's going to make the hair be more sensitive, and then it will pull from the follicle area. If it's not pulling from the follicle area, it can also cause split ends. So moisture
Mhm.
is another key. So if you're working out, let's talk about the gym. How many of y'all have clients that are hitting the gym, working out, and then they come in there, they got the bodies by Jake or Jane Fonda, but they just don't have, they're losing the integrity and the moisture of the hair. Those are some things that can cause hair loss, because I've just recently got in the gym and I noticed that I need to add moisture. So I've been really, really on that deserve elixir, that damage versus elixir. I've really been on that because when I get in the steam room and different things like that, it's pulling a lot of my moisture out. So that makes people quit the gym sometimes because of the fact that they feel like that I ain't gonna rip my hair out for this. So we have to make sure that while we're getting our bodies together, that we're also getting while we're getting our bodies fed, we got to take care of the hair end of it as well, and make sure that we're adding moisture. Candace Adams says, that's just nasty, not shampooing your hair. Of course it is. It's not clean at all. And that person probably doesn't have a man. So also, Carla said,
True, true,
Yes, because the
true. No,
smell is not
man.
pleasant. The smell is
Boy.
definitely not pleasant.
yeah, when he get up on her, then he's like, okay,
Yes,
I don't
yeah, the
think I can.
smell is definitely not pleasant.
Yeah, and I have actually had clients where behind their ears, their necks, black, nasty. And I'm like, she tripping about her husband don't want to touch her no more. I'm like, he probably was tasting your dirt. So you gotta be clean. That's another show. But I just want you to know sometimes you just gotta really check yourself before you want to go public with yourself. So also we have Carla Randall says hi, and my beautiful mom Margaret Shop says you're looking beautiful, gorgeous, and wonderful, my baby. Okay, y'all look just like her. She just complimented herself. Okay. Virginia Hall said, love this chat. Thank you, Virginia. Thank you so much. So let's move on. So now Teddy, tell us about that little cocktail that you got. Because sometimes he's doing like cocktailing. I think, what is the name that when you, I don't know if you're using like three products or whatever, but when you're steaming them and cocktailing them, adding moisture to their hair, what are you doing?
Okay, one of the cocktails that I am using, I'm using the Restore conditioners, moisture conditioner, also with my elixir oil. But I'm starting out first putting the conditioner on, combing it through very well, mixed with the elixir oil. But after I've done that, I take and I put part of the scalp off, and I put some of the apple cider vinegar rinse that we have on the scalp, which is detoxifying the scalp. Also, open up the scalp to breathe, open up the cuticle area, that follicle to breathe and absorb all of the moisture and the from the elixir oil and the restore moisture conditioner that's going into that scalp, because we know the hair growth starts from the scalp and up under the scalp. So what that's doing is neutralize, because you don't want to do a lot of hot oil treatments, because hot oil treatments can sometimes be damaging. But if you're putting the oil and mixing it with moisturizing conditioners and things, it helps very much with your follicle, with the way that you get moisture to the hair, and it's just giving my hair a sheen before I even style the hair. So a good key to know that you're adding moisture to the hair before you even style it. Do you see the sheen in it? Do you see, a moisture balance this, or how does the hair feel before you even go in with a flat iron or a roller set? So that's one of the cocktails that I use. I have several ones that I do use. For instance, my pea size of conditioner that I use is my leave-in. I add that on before I put my treatment spray in. And I do that because it's going to give it an extra balance of moisture throughout the whole cuticle area, where it's going to give me where I won't have my flyaways, or I just feel a moisture balance after I come in with my treatment spray from the Deserve product line.
Mm-hmm. Did y'all take notes on that? Because when I tell you, he just told you really how to stop shedding, add moisture, reduce those split ends. So that is everything. So y'all clap if you can. All right. Your audience loves you. So we have Annette Waters that says, happy Sunday. Thank you, Annette. That's our she is education on this high. So I know she will concur with you. Also, Candace is speaking to you, Annette. So thank you all. And then Darlene Ray says, how do you avoid dandruff? Now, Teddy just told you. So, Teddy, do you want to tell her what about those cocktails to avoid dandruff? She needs to know.
Okay, dandruff, sometimes you got to understand y'all comes from your diet also. So we want to start out with treating dandruff from the inside. You want to tell your client you must drink a lot of water. You must eat vegetables rich in vitamin A. You must make sure that you're using a well-balanced product that brings the pH to what level it's supposed to be in. And then I just talked about one of the products that we have that's really one of my big sellers, the apple cider vinegar rinse. That apple cider vinegar rinse is a detoxifier. And like I said, it goes in and detoxifies the scalp. It detoxifies it at the root where the actual dandruff lays. Back in the day, me and my mother, that's who got me into this industry. I saw the business, that's how I got in. But one of the techniques that we used to use, we used to scratch dandruff up off of the scalp. And people came to us, y'all, just because they knew when they came to the salon, they was going to get their scalp scratched up, and we would actually get the dandruff up. But what I've learned over my years of education and continued education is that when you go in and scratch the dandruff up, if you're not being gentle enough, you can cause abrasion, or you can cause the scalp to even have more dandruff when you do that. So we took that off of our ticket. We don't no longer scratch the scalp up. But what I do is I go in and I massage, and we make sure that we give them a proper wash, because dandruff and everything starts at your bowl. So that's another thing that you got to make sure that you're doing, giving a proper shampoo, knowing how to massage the scalp properly, knowing how to not go in and leave dandruff and stuff in the scalp along with the product that you are using. But that apple cider vinegar, that's going to be one of your tips on how to stop them. You'll never be able to get rid of dandruff, but you can do things that can reduce it and can take it down to where it's 0%, or I'm not saying zero, about 5 to 6% that you may see on your scalp. I'm trying not to talk too much today, y'all, but I have a lot to say about a lot of this. But yeah,
Well,
what you
that
got,
asking
Terrell?
questions. So
Yeah, I want to go back to the working out thing because I know a lot of people are trying to get healthy, and Black women often we kind of choose between being healthy and having nice hair. You know, we'll be like, I ain't messing my hair up. I ain't going to work out because I don't want to mess my hair up. But one thing I think is Angela mentioned the elixir. But also, you can shampoo your hair more than once every 2 weeks or once a week. I mean, actually, I swam, and with swimming, I shampoo my hair daily. But you have to have good quality products to be able to do that. And that is one of the things. I have a client right now who works out every day. She swims twice a week, and she shampoos her hair more than once a week. Because if you don't, you have to get the chlorine out. So you have to cleanse your hair, and she is using Deserve. I'm sure that if you looked on my Facebook page or looked at my Instagram page, you see pictures of her because she tags me all the time of her working out, but still having a healthy bob. She's gotten a lot of people to say, "I've never seen your hair so healthy, so thick, and how do you do it and still work out?" But that's what she does. She cleanses her hair at least twice a week, moisturizes it. She does a pea size of conditioner. I mean, you can create a great environment for hair growth if you use quality products, and you can work out and still use quality products by putting the Deserve on, using that. That gives it moisture. It gives it moisture in the hair stand, and it's not breaking out. So you can still work out and have healthy hair and look good. You just have to do just a little bit of work, but you can do it. It works. You
amen.
can do it.
Amen. This is so much good information. Darlene Ray, I hope that did help you. Let me know in the chat if that helped you. But also, hair loss, when you start seeing different size strands of hair on your clothing, what do y'all think about that? So when you start seeing breakage, and we talk about the long strands, but sometimes short strands. Uh, Hair loss sometimes is not always medications and traction alopecia. Sometimes it has to do with the type of brush you're using. There
Mhm.
are some brushes that had a little, what is that, y'all? The little grips that, and then you will go to your
The little
hairstylist.
plastic balls.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
you go to
Hmm.
the stylist and say, "My hair is shedding," or the T to the comb could be too small for your coil, your curl, and that could break. Hair tools can cause uh, early signs of shedding if you're. I had one lady; she had sent me a photo, and she had all this hair in her commode. I said, "Can you send me a picture of the tools you're using?" And she was like, "I paid a lot of money for this brush." I said, "Oh, good for you, baby." She sent me a picture of the tools you use. And so that when I gave her some more tools, she said, "There is no more shedding." It sometimes you have to know what brushes, if the brushes aren't catering to detangling, if the comb or whatever, you have to make sure that your texture can handle that particular tool, and make sure that, so that's another one. But
Yeah,
also
that goes into, sorry.
that goes into
I
what?
was going to what Teddy said about taking your time too. If you take your time with combing out your hair, and every brush and comb is designed for every style or every procedure that you do. You have to change sometimes. So you don't have like a one brush fit all or one comb fit all. You have to change it up. I
Mhm.
agree with you with that.
I like I like what you said about picking combs that are wide enough to where you're not using something that's small to comb when you're detangling or going through the hair. I know I'm gentle with hair because I love to see women with hair on their head. So everything when I'm combing out, I start at the end and go up the root. I don't start at the scalp to comb out first. I start from the end, detangle from the end as I go up. And that also allows you to have more control. Like I say, with longer hair, I always section off. I make sure I section off in smaller sections because I don't want to go in with a brush or something and not be gentle enough on that hair as I'm blowing it out or I'm combing to make sure. And like I say, I see so many women that have long hair that takes that for granted just because they have long hair. They just go in and they brushing like they beating on something. They beating up somebody, brushing their hair. And I'm like, calm down, be gentle with your hair. You have to stroke it. You got to know it loves you just as much as you love it. So, and Angela, I got to say this about you. When you do your videos, you love on your hair. I love my bald head, but if I had some, I would be loving on it. But I'm enjoying loving on this scalp right here. But I'm gentle with this also, so don't get me started. But yes, gentle
Your
with the
wife,
hair
your
is
wife love it
a
too,
simple
don't she?
key. Yeah,
Monica,
yeah, yeah,
Monica,
yeah.
Monica love it too, don't she?
30 years. Hey, she made it 30, so she must love something.
She loving on it. Okay,
Ah,
y'all know how I am.
yeah.
So I had Teddy Bashful. He'll be like, "Oh my God." But y'all, this is good conversation. And also know the seasons that you have seasonal shedding, and start
That's
making sure
good.
around those seasons that you're getting treatments. Sometimes people may do a spring shedding, a winter shedding, or summer shedding. New hair, a lot of new hairs, old hair is going out, new hair is coming in. So what you want to do is make sure that in that season that you don't have a lot of stress going on, so you can turn around and get the hair to rebuild itself and to get in front of it so it won't scare you to death. Like, oh my God. Because sometimes people forget. You're like, when did my hair? So you have to do it. And then hairstylists, if we have any hairstylists that's out here, then take a note and write down and keep up with your clients seasonal shedding. And if they have seasonal shedding, then keep up with it and remind them when they come at you and say, I know it's shedding a little bit. Say, yeah, you're in your seasonal shedding, so we're gonna do some hydration, and we'll also do some this, and we're gonna do some that, and we're gonna do some this and that. So let them know that you even it's a relationship. So let them know that you're a part of this situation. I got you, in this situation. Also, some clients cannot wear. Let's talk about this before we close. Cannot wear double chemicals, relaxers, and colors. So sometimes you see the first signs, but you still want to have fun as a blonde or something, and then you have a double chemical and your hair has lacks a lot of moisture, and that can. What do y'all think about the double chemicals?
I agree. So I tell people most of the time is you can't have light hair colors and relaxers at the same time. You have to choose. People don't like to hear that because everybody wants what they want. And also, as a hairstylist, you have to be willing to say no sometimes. People are not used to hearing the word no, but we have to say no sometimes because you have to try to keep the integrity of the hair. So if you do double process and relaxer, and it takes a lot of treatments, a lot of conditioning to have color if you're natural. So that's known if you're natural. I mean, if you have relaxer and color, you have to really be willing to dedicate the time and the money to having both of those services. So I think that if you want to to have both. You better look at being in the salon weekly if you plan on having a relaxer and color at the same time. I want to go back to detangling. I don't know if everybody notices this, but if our fingers are our first line of detangle, we even as like a hairstylist, I go through and pick up the brush, but first I start to, part out with the comb. So for at home, if you'll start when you shampoo, start detangling with your fingers first. Use them before you start to use the brush to get some of the big tangles out. That's a good way to keep your natural hair from shedding also. But yeah, hair color and relaxers. I don't advise it, but everybody's different. I don't advise it for everybody. Some people do have them, but I don't advise it for everybody.
Well, Teddy's gonna.
Can I piggyback? Can I come in?
Yeah, yeah. So, what you gonna say?
So, I have clients that have relaxers and color, high lift color, and like Terrell said, they're weekly clients. I don't advise getting color and relaxer if you're not a weekly client because the most that me as a stylist can give you is you're going to get more healthiness, you're going to get more care, and I'm going to put the right protein and everything that needs to go in that you need with the relaxer and the color. One of the relaxers that I do use, it has honey nectar in it. So by having honey nectar in the actual relaxer, I can go in and give my clients some of the high lift colors that I use. But one thing I must say to you, I use professional products. I have to keep on pushing at the cannot be in this industry using products that you don't know who made them, what's the integrity of the product. So it starts with great products when you're trying to do high lift color, period. Then you want to know how to come back behind with the proper moisture in a shampoo, the proper getting the hair back to the right pH balance. As we talk about a lot when we go to different classes about pH balance and bringing the hair back. So product is key hair color when it comes to doing relaxes, knowing which relaxes that have all the in it. Go in and get more in the relaxer, knowing which relaxer to use on the versus a calcium or some hydroxide relaxer. Because I've known some of my years that calcium on how to give the right proper moisture balance back into it. So I've been switching some of my clients over to the nectar with the honey in it because it's giving them more moisture. But I always come behind it with my dessert when I'm doing my last shampoo with my dessert satin moisture shampoo and my apple cider vinegar rinse to actually bring that hair back to the right pH balance. So I'm always knowing what I'm using, what I'm doing, and making sure I'm taking care of getting that relaxer or color out of the hair at the shampoo bowl. So it's a lot of things that go on with this thing, y'all. This industry is no joke. So, I take this thing with pride. I cannot stand kitchen stylists. So if you go into a kitchen stylist, that's another reason. That's even you trying to give yourself color at home. If you're doing it yourself and don't have the right products, the right professional person doing it, or because you can't put a high lift color in the back of your hair, how can you possibly do that? So I take this thing, and I know all my other co-parts, my co-people on this call takes this thing seriously when it comes down to the integrity of hair.
Mhm. Yes. I hope everybody enjoyed all them nuggets that you got today. Let me know in the chat if you enjoyed all these nuggets. You got like three professionals that are up here. They're all of us are distributors, all of us are educators, and all of us are salon owners, and we have to walk and live by what we're telling you. So we will be in trouble if we're giving out wrong information. And so these are the things. So we're going to recap. Darlene Ray says, great show. I love this because I have witnessed this is, I don't know about y'all, but this year and last year, I have witnessed so much hair loss where people during COVID just said, I don't want to wear a wig all the time. I don't want to wear a weave all the time. They want to wear their hair. They want to wear uh, um, a wig if they want. They want a choice. And what we always say, Deserve gives you choice. And now we're saying the shedding stops here with Deserve. And so it has come time of the show. Um, but so my team, think about something you want to encourage these people with, because a lot of people are Carla, hey Lancaster, congratulations. She said great information to know. Congratulations on her new salon out there. Teddy better get out there in Clarksville. So she has a beautiful salon. And so the nuggets are good tips and from the pros. I appreciate there. How you doing, Carla? Carla needs to make her way on this show. What you taking too long for? So she says thank you. But Carla is like, me and her, we've been bonding because she's into she could be up on this platform because she is into growing her clients here and just being all in on that as well. But I witnessed so much. And that water says awesome tips. And so I have witnessed so much hair loss, and yet I'm excited. And I want to tell the everyday person, thank you for trusting our products, and thank you for allowing us to. You all are listening now. You all are listening now. There's been so much brainwashing out there, and I've even heard people from trichologists to dermatologists to salon professionals and just to your mom and your dad and your cousin saying, oh girl, you getting old, oh girl, your hair gonna fall out. That makes a person feel like that there is no hope. Now I want to say this. If you I have a client who shared something with me, and she said that when she realized that her hair was coming out, her people around her would say, girl, I remember your hair was so long. What you going through? I remember your hair. Why your hair falling out? Be careful. Hair loss is a sensitive subject. People, do you think she woke up thinking that she didn't know what you just told her? It's just like if someone gains weight, girl, how you get that big? Okay, do you think they didn't know they had gained weight? So sometimes say something like, if you cannot refer that person to a solution, do not take them to a deeper stress area in their head or their heart. Don't give them hope, but don't check them like that. Don't read them. Don't make them feel bad. Give them a solution. Say, here's a card. Here's a brochure. Look at check. This is Deserve new brochure. Like, yeah, check that out, and we're gonna show you how to get in front of that. So give them hope. Also, so my team, what is a giveaway good question y'all think we should ask?
Let's say three things that you can do to prevent hair loss. I think
Okay,
we
there
gave
you go.
three. Did we
There
not
you go.
give three?
That we gave three. I think we gave more than that, didn't we? But
More than three. So
yeah, we
yeah.
gave more than three. But Terrell she made it easy for you.
Oh, that's too easy.
Well, no, what I'm saying is she gave y'all three. You know,
uh,
so y'all come on with it. Get your it's time for the giveaway. Tavia Hall says happy Sunday, and she is watching. uh Hopefully we can get Tabby on the show. She's got me on this Herbalife, honey. And it is awesome. I love it. And I'm out of aloe, Tabby, so you better, you know, I need some by tomorrow, okay? But anywho, what is the three things that is it three things that cause hair loss, right, Terrell?
yeah, three things that cause hair loss.
Okay, three
And three
things
things that can cause hair loss.
that can cause hair loss. Three things that can cause hair loss. Okay, I can think of that real quick. Okay, y'all got one more minute to put that stuff in the chat. Cause Ain't nobody on the slow bus, so come on. So we're gonna start with Teddy. Teddy, give us something to encourage that person who didn't even type in. They still like in shame about hair loss. Give them so hold up one. We got I think we got one. We got uh shampoo regularly, moisturize, go to the shop regularly, love on your hair. Now, is this correct? Is this preventing what you said? Is this what you said to stop it?
Right. Yes. I said three things to do to prevent hair loss. Yes, that would be three things to do
Okay,
to
she
prevent
said
hair
three
loss.
things. Is this the three?
It wasn't the main three. I mean, we gave several, but yes, I think those are good answers to me.
I think okay, I think she won. So
Yeah. I
not
think they're
just
good
because
answers. We
yeah,
gave
not
several, but that's a good answer.
okay, not just because she my client though. uh so we got the three things. Tabby, how she says stress, medication, too much renting heat. Um, so Darlene is saying, oh, Candace got some. She said three things that cause hair loss. I think it was confusion because of what causes it and what to do about it. Darlene gave you what to do. Were
Do
you saying
about it.
what to do, or were you saying what to do or what causes it?
I think I said I think I said three things to prevent hair loss.
Okay, to prevent. But also, Candace said some. She said three things that can cause hair loss is in the seasons, stress, and use the right hair tools. Three things that cause hair loss: change in season, stress, and using the right hair tools. I think that they might have been a little confused on what causes it and what to do about it.
I
So
think so.
I think they were a little confused. so um and because Tabby is giving you all kinds of nuggets over here, she's saying stress, medication, she's saying tension, uh, and but Candace is also giving you some good stuff. We're gonna slide that in because Darlene is right, but technically, I guess they were confused, but it's still the right answer if it was the right answer. And Tabby is over here with the good right answer too. So Candace,
I think
it
everybody
was
has good answers.
it got changed each time. That's true. And I'm gonna
I was
show it.
gonna say I probably changed it every time. Probably
Uh,
changed it every time.
but Candace was right if that's the way. So we did back and forth, but still we gotta let her have it. And Darlene is the tip top. She's the winner. Candace is the winner, and Tavia Hall is the winner. That was really because it I think we said it this way, and I think we said it that way. So y'all, that's
Probably
all
so.
about. And do not judge us because that is all,
Yes, please
yes.
don't.
Do not judge us. So give us something to lead the show with to give them some advice.
I think most importantly is that your hair is not like anyone else's hair. You have to do what's best for you in your hair and your hair loss journey, so that um, you're able to come up with a great solution. So I think we all have to look at our own personal journeys and versus looking at someone else's journey.
I love it. That was a huge nugget, you guys. Okay. So, not looking at someone else, a lot of times we do look at someone else and we go, why she get it faster than I got it? You all on, it could be, she could be on no medication, you on medication. It could be anything. So, you have to
Hmm.
really know that focus on yourself but do not focus on your friend because what my hair can do is not what your hair can do and vice versa. So I think
They right.
everybody can win, but there is a win that God has for you. And there is a win that God has for your friend or your family. I've seen family members where one can't figure out why her hair didn't turn out like her siblings or, her mom. That's because you got hair like your dad, or it could be vice versa. Sometimes dad has a better gene than the mom. It could be anything, but what you do is do what's best for you. I thank you guys for tuning in. Let me know by hands of clapping if y'all like this.
They loved it.
They
And the crowd
love
goes
it.
crazy.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Y'all can stop clapping. Okay. Thank you all for tuning in. We're so excited. Teddy is having a little bit of difficulties, but he would say to you, God bless you all too. But Terrell, see you next month on the show in September. But before then, I'll see you in California at the Hair Loss
Yes, ma'am.
Association, where we're gonna rock with the hair loss, the American Hair Loss Association canceled. So I appreciate you guys. I love you, and remember, everyone deserves a second chance at healthy hair. Happy Sunday, and I want to say a happy birthday to my mom, Miss Gloria Irving. Gloria Irving, it is her birthday, and it's on the 29th, which is today. And so we celebrate her birthday, 65 years young. Thank you so much. Everybody, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. God bless.
Bye.
Talk hair, let's talk hair. Talk hair to me. Talk hair to me. Talk hair to me. Talk hair to me. Let's talk hair.